What is up, people? What is up? This is a video about just a quick update for the core fans who's been with us, been waiting about us, been asking about the Ambassador program, and this is a video about me telling you um, what the wait has been about, and as you can tell, this is unscripted, and just off the bat, hit the record and see what happens, and just go. So yeah, let's get started. So before we get started, I'd like to just inform you and take a quick second and tell you how we just lost 9 students in a fire, dormitory fire, in Moi Girls School of Nairobi in Kenya, and that's where we sponsor one of the students, and she'll be graduating in November.
Parents, teachers and students of Moi Girls School, Nairobi, today gathered for a requiem mass for the 9 victims of the dorm inferno. The mourners paid tribute to the girls, with Education PS Belio Kipsang saying the ministry will undertake comprehensive policy changes to avert such tragedies in future. Sylvia Chebet has the story.
It's a reality too painful to admit, too painful to live with. The horror of the Moi Girls School fire, vivid in the portraits of these 9 girls who are consumed by its flame.
Yeah, so after that we'll be building a hostel in the Western Providence where my grandparents were from, and it'll be for underprivileged students, and they'll be able to go to this hostel, and it'll be a safe haven, place to stay. And I don't have all the details quite yet right now in stone, but it's just a work in progress. But we're looking to grow. That's the point of the hostel. More students instead of one. So I'm torn because we lost 9 students, and also the students before these students were the ones that actually inspired me to create this ambassador program, and the reason we sponsored Victoria Kamau, So I'm grateful for this school, and I hold this school dear to my heart, as well as I hold Isaac, my cousin, who brought me into the school, really dear to my heart, because without him, none of this is possible, and without you guys watching, none of this is possible. So if you ever said failure to fail, ever wore a bracelet, ever physically bought apparel for yourself or somebody else, or just browsed through our social media or something, or like heard about it, man, just honestly just want to thank you for that, and I'm forever grateful. And I don't know, man, it sucks, but I'm grateful, but it's sad. They're too young. They're freshman year, freshman students, so that's it. But the reason of the cause was a student locked themselves in the dormitory room and set fire to the dorm and tried to commit suicide because she didn't want to be in the school. I was even torn, like, much more when I found out that it was about suicide and school, because for me personally, if you truly know me, that's the reason I dropped out of school. I contemplated suicide, and that's another reason why this program is late, I haven't been stable for a while, ever since I dropped out of school, just because the stigma behind it, my family letting a lot of people down, and going against the grain, not doing what is normal, and losing all my friends, just losing my recent girlfriend to being diagnosed with depression, anxiety, and all these other symptoms is the reason why the video has been taking so long, and that's why I'm here to share with you this story. Like, my palms are literally sweating right now because I feel so uncomfortable talking about this, but I feel like this has to be said, There's no reason to be uncomfortable talking about mental stability, just because there's a lot of people going through it. Just especially, this is crazy how she ended up killing 9 other people just because of herself. And yeah, you could say it's selfish reasons, but I understand why I wanted to kill myself, because my whole life I've been told I'm worthless, I've been told I'm retarded, I've been told I will never amount to nothing, simply because of my GPA. My teachers, that's all they saw was my GPA. They didn't see what I was doing in Nairobi. They didn't see these kids that I'm influencing. All they saw was the GPA. So I got caught up and I got lost in the sauce. And my whole problem, I had to go inside and find out what the problem was, and the problem happened to be I was just seeking validation from the people I considered friends, or this people who had status, like my teachers or my parents, not my mom, not parents, just my mom, my family members, and my whole village and back home in Kenya, and like letting them down to a point that, you know, I mean, some people still don't talk to just because of it or what have you. So that's one reason that has taken me so long. But not to say that I'm suicidal now, I'm much more stable now. But the reason is ever since 2016 until just now that I'm breaking up with my girlfriend, and you know what I mean. It's just been taking super long, and it doesn't change unless I change. And I had to take some time off because I can't motivate and inspire all these other people if I'm not taking care of myself first. So I have to hold myself to a higher standard and take care of myself. And at the end of the day, this video is just to tell you that I'm human, man. I'm just like you. I deal with a lot of normal stuff just like you, even though people hold me to a higher standard because I have a business or the accolades that I've gotten through this business. But or I don't know, that's not what I do it for. I do it for the kids, honestly, and just to inspire one person to know that they're worth it. You know what I mean? That's all I want to know. It's like, if you tell me like my clothing line has made you jump and now you're running your own business, that's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for like, oh man, Ed, you're so cool. Like, you have a clothing line, you got invited to Shark Tank. Oh man, like those are just part of the process, but that's not what I hold dear to my heart. That's nothing. Anyone could go to Shark Tank. That's not that cool. So, but yeah, that's enough of the rant, man. But that's why it took me so long, man. I've been super depressed for the past few months, years, and this ambassador program has honestly has literally freed me because it has given me the chance and the opportunity to make other people aware of their powers that truly have that they have to be able to tap in. So a lot of my friends, a lot of my strangers that I meet, they give me props and they tell me like, "Oh, Ed, you really helped me," blah blah blah. And this whole time I haven't been trying to help you. I've been just just giving you positivity. So what actually happens if I actually try to save someone's life or try to actually help somebody to succeed? You know. So I'm excited about the program and I'm excited for you guys to see it. But that's one of the main reasons that it took so long. And yeah, man. Hopefully that makes sense. And enough of the rant, man. Enough of this rant. But seriously though, I just want to end by saying that you honestly do matter. And whatever you're going through, if you made it as far as watching this part that I'm talking this, just know that you're worth it. And you're loved no matter what other people tell you. Whenever somebody tells you something, it has nothing to do with you. So never take anything personal just because it's all a projection of what that person is going through or what they're feeling. So don't take anything personal, man, and just stay grounded to who you are, believe in what you believe, and stand on your foundation and just continue to move forward. And in due time, everything will work out, man. So yeah, I love you guys, and thanks for the support. And let's go. The Ambassador program is coming. Peace, man. Stay blessed.